Good morning. This is day 3 of our journey to Montana. We've got several new followers on board, and I thought maybe it would be a good opportunity for me to give you a little bit of history. So when you turn on this channel, I'm supposing that you're expecting to see a harvest crew, and you won't see that. Jim and I began our harvest career the fall of 1982. We purchased our new to us combine, and it's been a yearly experience up till the spring of 22, and that's when we sold our New Holland combine. And so now we are making our way to Montana for the second summer and helping a farmer up in the Highwood, Montana area with their wheat and barley harvest. So thank goodness for them for giving us the opportunity to get back in combines and a wheat field. Something that I'm looking most forward to is sitting in the cab of a combine. So like I said, if you're expecting to see a harvest crew, that's no longer for us, but we are still able to share what it's like to be in the cab of a combine and cutting huge wheat fields for at least 3 to 4 weeks. So daily video updates from me, and hopefully we will keep your attention and you'll enjoy what you're watching. Today's goal is Jordan, Montana, our most favorite little harvest town ever. It's one that we've been going to since, my goodness, 1981. My grandparents actually started going there, and kids grew up with friends, went to school there, so it's like going home, and I can't wait to see everybody again. Riverside Campground, Belfouche. Probably preparing for Sturgis. Traditional picture with the sign. Every year that we've been through here, we've got a picture. some of you who are probably wondering how we came upon naming our truck Frank. So we bought this truck in 2001. We had nicknames for every one of our vehicles. We had a Ford grain truck, it was Henry. We had a GMC grain truck, it was Jimmy. The Peterbilt, of course, was Pete. When we got this truck, Jim asked the girls what they thought we should nickname this truck. Taylor was all of 7 years old at the time, and she thought we should name it Frankenstein. For what reason, I have no idea. And Jim agreed, only he felt like we should shorten it to Frank. So that's how we got the name of Frank for the truck. Now I can remember when Jim took me out on the roads to teach me how to drive this truck, because I had never driven a diesel truck before, always just the gas burners. He was teaching me how to drive it without using the clutch at all, and I never thought I would ever get that maneuvered, but ever since I figured it out, Frank and I have gotten along just fine. And I sit here and I look at the buddy seat next to me, and I think of all the kids and the grandkids and the dog Jordan, who sat here with me throughout the years. Jordan probably was one of my favorite, because she'd sit in that chair just like a human, look right out over the top of the dash, make sure I was driving the right way I was supposed to drive, I guess. But anyways, that's a little bit of the history of how Frank got its name. We're on our last stretch of the road between Miles City and Jordan. And whenever we were pulling the combine, it never failed. We'd see somebody that we would know headed for Miles City the same time we were headed north. And they'd wave real big, and it would be fun to see who it was. I don't know if anybody would recognize just plain old Frank without the combine. This is my most favorite spot on this road, and you can't see anything. You can't even see past the stupid raindrops. Dang it. Welcome to the large metropolis of Cohagen. There is a school. I really wish I could just share the smell of this rain-soaked prairie. It smells of sage. We don't even have a combine to blame it on, but it seems like every time we come to Jordan, we bring rain. Arrived here Saturday afternoon, spent 2 nights here in Jordan, and now we are going to finish with the rest of the trip today, Monday, July 22nd. If nothing breaks down, we should make it to the farm in pretty decent time here yet today. Finishing up the last minute preparations of getting on the road. We'll be back through here on our way back home, spending a little more time with friends if it works out and we're not hurried to get back for fall harvest for Jim. That starts way earlier for him than it does for me. And we're off. across the Mussel Shell River here pretty quick, and then into Winnett for lunch. This is Winnett.
Just a heads up, if you ever go through Winnett, Montana, this I don't even know what it's called.
It's a bar.
The Winnett Winnett Bar and Grill has got a out of the park hamburger. I know it's just a simple hamburger, but they use real beef that they make the patties individually. I mean, she must have a big container of hamburgers. She doesn't even make them ahead of time. She just makes them as they go. And it was really good. So just a heads up for these guys in this small town.
Stop for some road construction right now. Can't see this very good, but just over the hill is a Hooterite colony. Next town is Lewistown. Can't see them very well because of the smoke. This is the Judith Mountain Range. Welcome to Lewistown.
I guess I'll take the truck route.
Okay. This is a great old town in Montana. We cut up here and stayed up here several years in a row. Enjoyed getting to know more about this town. Old Depot. Here's a familiar spot in the harvesting and trucking industries. Eddie's Corner. Probably can't see that very well, but that is the Moccasin Elevator. We've hauled grain there multiple times, and most trucks that take grain from Jordan area bring it here. Stopped in Stanford to get diesel fuel, but this town apparently doesn't have any diesel fuel, so we bought some ice, hit the bathroom, and next stop will be the farm, hopefully. We decided to make our way to the farm a little bit different this year, so we took off headed north out of Stanford towards Fort Benton. I'm guessing that we won't get as far as Fort Benton before we'll turn west and head for the farm. Lots of green wheat, lots of wheat that looks like it's very, very close. That's barley. And some nice looking wheat.
Yeah.
Is that Square Butte to your left?
I sure think so.
Square Butte. Geraldine. Jim decided to head into Fort Benton because he needs to get some fuel in the dually, and I'm not sure where I'm going to go. Stay out of the way, I guess. But we'll cross over the mighty Missouri here. Well, Frank, welcome to your new home.
I'm gonna duck in here.
So what should I do with Frank?
Well, I don't know, just somewhere out of the way, maybe. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe pull up alongside that storage container to my left. Just pull up close to it, parallel to it.
Okay. Hey, Jim and I really hope that you enjoyed today's daily update. If you did, why don't you give it a thumbs up for us? We'd like to know that. And be sure to hit the subscription button and the bell notification so that you know when the next video is up and ready to watch. Thank you, and we're so glad you're along with us for the journey.